To recap, you guys had escaped the meeting of giants up in the mountains. You were tasked with stopping the never-ending rain that was falling on the lands of Azal. But things went horribly or greatly wrong, depending on who you ask. Your valiant escape through the giant's castle was sadly met with the possible death of a friendly dragon. Who knows? On your escape, you stole a airship belonging to the True Order. On your valiant escape, you were chased down by other airships, and you fought to the last breath when your ship was ultimately taken down, and you all perished. Goodbye.
Buddy disconnected from your channel.
Nice.
Okay, so when we last left off in the War on Diat campaign, people got teleported.
Let's go new GM.
Early Dion session.
Buddy
Pull it up.
your channel.
Second.
All right. Luckily, that didn't happen, how I said. We will begin with the two who saved over a 10 on a very important save. Agatha and Peleus. You two held on to the airship as it came down.
Whew.
You look around you, and you are surrounded by very exotic-looking trees.
Ooh.
It is very, very humid and hot.
Have I seen any of these trees before in my travels?
Roll a nature check.
It's humid and hot?
Humid and hot.
Is there lots of green?
It is definitely it's very green. The trees around you appear healthy. Peleus, you have never seen these trees before. Nobody's really gone past the mountains because they know that it's usually filled with deserts and savanna-like arid, climates. But from studying the trees a little bit while you're standing around, they look healthy. They look almost like palm trees.
Okay.
It's very green around you, trees of varying heights. You believe that the trees contain water on the inside.
Like cactuses, sort of?
Like cactuses, exactly.
Okay.
Wait, so when we were in the air, could we see desert around us?
When you guys sort of went down, your ship shifted off hard into a direction. At that point, you guys were holding on, and vision was hard to hold.
Okay.
You believe, while looking at your fucked up ship, that if you landed anywhere else, you would have died. The trees sort of broke your fall.
And I assume the ship as well.
The ship as well, yes. You see that the balloon that was holding the ship is popped and is laying over on the side. Your ship is up normal, but you got palm trees just sticking through different parts. And you also notice that 3 of your comrades are missing.
Oh no.
Yes, about that. We need to fix that.
Dead.
Can I do an...
Just describe what you're trying to do.
I want to figure out where they might have gone.
All right, how are you trying to figure that out?
I was thinking investigation, can try to figure out track like when they fell off and the trajectory we were going, or maybe I saw it.
All right, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Nope.
Okay, you know the general direction, but you don't know exactly pinpoint accurate. You know they fell off to the west.
Okay.
Agatha's gonna go down to what is left of below decks. Is there a below decks?
There is a below deck. You sort of push to the side a palm tree, and you walk down the steps.
Is there any, like, supplies or anything like that that the True Order might have left behind that hadn't fallen out?
You find, looking around, about 5 days worth of rations and the same amount of water.
Oh, okay.
You notice that there was weapons and ammo, but a lot of that looks like it's been jostled around and busted up. And there's a room behind you, but a palm tree is like jammed through the door. So at just like a push and stuff, you can't get through without trying something else.
Okay.
I think we should try to get into that room because it might contain supplies that we're going to need in a desert.
True. Maybe look on above the room to see if like the deck is torn up or anything like that. Provide access from above.
All right, you walk back upstairs and you look around, and you see the tree coming up. So you know what that the tree is. But where you are standing, the floor didn't really get fucked up at all. You can sort of see down into it, and it looks like a captain's room, but you'd have to do something else to get inside.
Okay. Do I have anything that would help me get in there?
I have Benedict's sledgehammer.
That would probably do the trick. Maybe if we went from above rather than from the door, because the door is blocked by a tree. Yeah, I don't really have anything that's like aside from my sword, that would get me in there.
Okay.
But the hammer would probably do it.
Let's try the hammer then.
All right. Whisper, Brimjar, and Ferdinand, I want you guys to roll survival checks. Ferdinand, roll it with disadvantage.
Ah.
And continue on, Rocky in a row.
We're gonna try
Oh no!
we're gonna try to bash the tree. That's
You bash the tree or the deck?
do you want to do the deck?
We should do the
might
deck.
be easier.
Yeah,
the
go
deck.
from above.
Starting off strong, boys.
All right, go ahead and give me, if you're both doing it together, whoever's the strongest, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
I have +0.
I have +1, so
With advantage, since you guys are doing it together. So you both heave and hoe with your sledgehammer.
nice.
Oh yes.
The ground, the planks that we're holding in just shatter, opening a perfect size drop down for you to get down into that room.
Agatha climbs down to see if there's anything in there.
All right. You climb down. Now it's sunny. It's in the morning. You climb down, and the light sort of shines through all the holes that were cut into the sides and such. You look around, and you see it's sort of all over the place. You see papers laying about. You see a desk flipped over. At first glance, it does look like a captain's quarters, or an important person's room, like an envoy or something.
Are there any like chests or anything like that?
There is a single chest, sort of like a end of bed kind of chest. You see that it's flipped over and it's padlocked.
Okay. Agatha's gonna go try and
Just bash it off.
bash the padlock.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Ah.
All right, you bash it once, and it comes out. It wasn't the greatest lock in the world.
It's
So
a
you did
master
unlock
lock.
Yeah, it's not like it's made of full iron, steel, and shit. No, this was just a cheap fucking lock.
Is there anything useful inside?
All right, you bust it open. You get some fancy clothing. And underneath and inside and underneath that, you find a sort of engraved scimitar,
Nice.
and next to that, a letter. And it's got a seal on it that has the emblem of the True Order.
Take that shit.
Yeah, I'll take the letter, but I'm not going to open it just yet.
All right.
And
Can
then
we search the documents on the floor?
yeah, I was going to do that too.
All right, go ahead and roll a perception check. If you're both doing it together, whoever's got the highest one, just roll with advantage. All right, Peleus, you guess, yeah, okay, that works. All right, so you scan through, you see sort of like rosters, you see like barracks orders, things like that. You see shipment orders for supplies. You find one document that sort of sticks out from the others, and it looks like it was orders for the assault on the castle. It had everything laid out and timed correctly for how you replay the assault in your mind of when they sort of crashed in through the ceiling. On there, you read that they wanted to capture the giants alive if possible. Obviously, you saw how that turned out.
Huh. I wonder how they knew so much about the castle. Maybe they had an inside giant.
I mean, they had airships. They were kind of just hovering around it. You can always see inside of it, it's true, but see the outside.
Anything else of value?
Some alcoholic beverages, but they're sort of smashed. And you find 5 gold pieces.
Nice. All right.
Okay.
Wait, are we like above the ground or are we on the ground?
You are, well, you're on your ship, and the ship is sort of pried between trees, so it's upright. So you are still above ground. You're not underground or below ground level.
Okay. So I guess we should start looking for the others.
Think they fell off to the west. I will. Is the mast of the tree or the ship still upright?
No, that's been cracked in half.
Okay. Is there a tall tree within easy distance that could get
Yeah,
them?
palm tree's going right through your fucking ship.
Okay. I'm gonna climb up one of those and see if I can get a lead or something. If not,
Go ahead and roll perception check. See if you see these fucking guys. Okay. You spot 2 of them.
Is it somehow not?
I wonder which two.
Yeah, it's somehow not Ferdinand.
Oh my god!
Who would have known? You see Brimjar and Athos sort of buried in sand from when they hit the ground and rolled. You don't see them moving, though.
Okay, I'm going to relay that I can see 2 of them to Agatha,
Okay, we should go.
and then
We should go to them then.
we should get going because they're not moving.
Yeah. Agatha tries to get off the boat and go help them.
I will as well.
All right. You guys walk towards them. On your way towards them, you sort of see parts of the ship. You see supply barrels fucking cracked open, shit like that. You make it to them. They are not moving. They're sort of face down in the sand. What do you do?
Agatha shakes like Brimjar's shoulder to see if he's conscious.
All right. You can tell that they're alive, but they are definitely unconscious.
Okay. And so both of them are the same way?
Yeah, they're both unconscious.
Okay. We should probably look for Ferdinand. Or should we get them, like, out of the sand first?
Get them out of the sand. Let's get into the trees. Do you want to stay with them? And I don't like splitting the party, and I'll try to scout around to see if I can find Ferdinand?
Sure, yeah, but just don't go very far.
Yeah, I won't go very far, but I'm gonna try to go in a circle here and see if I can spot him, or tracks if he's been dragged off by sandworms or something.
Yeah. Agatha
All
will
right.
try and get them out.
So currently, where you're at, Agatha, is sort of the edge of this foresty area. Now that you're both of you, I guess, at this point, you both are looking out, and it's desert. It's just sandy desert, and this is sort of like the only place where you're seeing tree or brush.
Huh.
Yeah, and you look, you can get a glance north, and off in the distance, you see shapes.
Human shapes, or
Go ahead and roll perception. You both can do it. Okay, Peleus, you guys both see shapes. What looks like very tall tents.
Hmm.
But this is far off in the
What is from?
distance, and it looks maybe like a couple hours journey.
Okay. Well, before we deal with that, we should probably find Ferdinand.
Right. So I'm going to kind of go in a circle around where we are now and see if I can spot any traces of Ferdinand or him if he's nearby.
All right, go ahead and roll a survival check. Okay. It takes you a little bit, but you do find tracks and some of Ferdinand's clothing.
Okay. I'm going to mark where they were and then head back to the others. Which way did the tracks lead?
They headed north.
North.
All right. When you get back to the group, Whisper and Brimjar are both awake. Athos and Brimjar are both awake.
I'm going to relay that the Ferdinand got up and started walking north as something's taken him north.
Wonderful. That's just great. Well, I'm pretty exhausted, so
I need some water.
we have
It's hot.
we have water.
Give.
You can have water.
Okay.
These trees also contain water.
Just wake up with my hand on my forehead with a pounding headache. Everything else hurts too.
Every single one of your pockets, Brimjar and Agatha, are just filled with sand. You guys feel like you weigh 60 pounds heavier than usual.
After drinking water, I will take off my chainmail and air my clothes out. Shake everything.
Empty my pockets of sand.
Oh
Alright.
shoot, what are they called? The things the Red Guard warriors wore in Skyrim. The hoods.
I don't know.
That like the Bedouins wear.
Turbans?
No, just like the. What's
It's like a helmet or it's like a turban, but it also drapes around the sides of your head and covers your neck.
thing.
We should make some of those if we can.
The Tagelmust?
Sure, I guess. Yes.
Yeah, that looks right.
The Berbers, that's what I'm thinking of. Can we fashion some of those out of cloth to protect us from the sun in the desert?
Yeah, you guys fashion a couple for yourselves.
Nice.
And then Brimjar, you'll probably want to march with your armor off
Yeah. I will take my armor off and somehow attach it to my backpack with rope.
Alright.
I can restore our health, but after I've done that, there's like literally nothing else I can do, so.
Do we want to take a long rest?
You should find Ferdinand first, most likely.
Probably.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Because I feel like if we don't, if we take a long rest, those people who, wherever he went, could leave, and then it will be hard to find him again.
Okay.
So should I do the aura?
I say wait until we find Ferdinand in case he's in worse condition than we are.
Well, the only reason I say that is because most of us are pretty banged up, and if we need to fight, we don't want to get into a fight before me doing that, so.
Well, I'm out of lay on hands points, and I lost my sheet that had my spell counter on it. God damn it! I left at the other house.
Who's the thing in the character sheet?
Just gonna make a notepad.
So should I cast Aura of Vitality and get us all up to...
I've still got some hit dice, so if we take a short rest, I can use those. So I'm fine.
Yeah, and I can use Song of Rest to give us a little bit more.
So let's take a hour's rest
Okay.
and then move on.
Sure.
Alright, you guys take a short rest. The heat is definitely going to be a factor, you guys. You're not used to this, and it feels just sapping every drop of sweat from you.
Are there any negative effects, or?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Wow.
And can we, I don't know, harvest some of these trees for some of their water as well to fill up our packs and such?
Sure. One tree fills up all your sacks. These things are really absorbent.
Wait, how did I get a 10 on a 1d8? Oh,
Your con modifier.
Okay.
A con modifier. Wish I had that.
Well, I am ready to go.
Alright. So you guys begin to follow these tracks. It takes you guys about 2 hours before you start to see you guys sort of come up over a crescent in the sand here, and you see ahead of you now a tent city. You see people sort of hustling and bustling. You see them pretty much just everyone's sweeping sand out of their fucking homes. That's how fucking it's in the middle of the desert. You see camels and you see horses. You just see a like a typical city, just on a smaller scale and made of tents.
Huh.
Neat.
Interesting.
All right, let's. Well, do we have any knowledge of the people of the desert being slavers?
If any of you can think of a reason why you would know of anything like this, let me know now.
I don't think I would know anything about that.
I would definitely not.
Could there be tales of people told Or sorry,
All right.
songs.
That is a different question. Go ahead and roll a knowledge check. Or a history or whatever. I always forget what it is now. Okay. There are tales of people living in the desert. The summary of most of the tales is that they're very nomadic people who will pack up and move constantly. But beyond that, like their culture, people of importance, things like that, are very unknown to Standard is all.
It's a good thing we didn't wait. We should probably go investigate.
We should.
Sure.
Should we sneak up or just walk in?
I'm leaning towards just walking.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything to sneak with. Sneak around.
Yeah, let's just walk in. See if we can find a tent that looks important.
All right. As you guys begin to walk closer to this camp, you notice sort of like a guard post, sort of a makeshift guard post, and you can tell that this guard that was up there spots you, and you hear him sort of create a whistle with his hand, and you notice that all the people start to run into their tents.
Do they look worried? Or do they look like they're gathering weapons?
Well, they don't know who we are, so they're probably assuming the worst.
I guess we just keep approaching.
Oh,
Oh my god, the nat ones are great today. I love it. You know what? You attempt to sort of focus heavy on what's going on when a gust of wind kicks sand up into your eyes.
Oh god.
And you were having 1,000 issues just trying to get this billion fucking drops of sand out of your eyes.
I'm just gonna collapse on the ground and just panic. Because I'm not used to sand.
I'm gonna say that you are gonna have vision issues probably for a half hour.
Okay.
So to everybody else, Brimjar just drops down and starts rubbing his eyes.
Using some quick thinking, I drip some water out of my thing onto my hands to try and, I don't know, undry them to moisten my eyes. There we go.
So you're gonna put water on your hands?
Yeah, and try to rinse off the sand and moisten my eyes so
All right.
it's not dry.
When you start putting water on your hands, another gust of sand kicks up. So when you go to touch your eyes, it's like you're grating sandpaper.
Oh no. Ooh. Mistakes have been made. I'm just gonna sit on my knees and just question what has gotten me to this point in my life.
So all of you are now watching Brimjar like it's fucking Platoon, and he's just looking at his hands, or attempting to look at his hands as he's squinting and blinking a lot, and you just see his hands are covered in sand. He's also wasted about half a water skin's worth of water.
Yay. Do I see any symbols or writing for Thieves' Cant?
Not from here.
Okay.
You guys aren't in the city yet.
Okay, I thought we were.
You're getting closer. You are not in yet. But Brimjar obviously just fell down to his knees.
Yeah.
Is anyone coming towards us?
No.
Right.
At this point,
gonna-
you're looking into the tent city. You see barely anybody. There's a couple curious people sort of looking at you through like cracks and tents and stuff. And the guard up on like the makeshift guard post is sort of throwing hand signs out, sort of like directing people.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for Thieves' Cant signs or writing then.
Come on, Brimjar. Come on, let's go.
I will stagger to my feet and use my axe to assist me in walking carefully.
Let's go approach them.
All right, you guys make it in the tent city, and at this point, an older gentleman wearing very like white robes. He's gray in the hair. He looks very unkempt. He's sweating, and two other gentlemen who are wearing scimitars on their waists and wearing very like desert outfits. Be the best way I can describe it. Begin to approach you at a quick pace, not running, but like hurried pace.
Hello.
They get about, let's say, 15 feet away from you. They both drop. All three of them drop to their knees, put their hands down, and their heads in the sand. The older gentleman in front says, "We are not worthy."
Oh no.
Pardon?
Oh no.
None of us are wearing the crown, right?
No.
Okay.
I forgot that we even have that.
Okay, do we play it straight and go with it, or do we try to correct them?
I don't want to be.
I don't see any problem in
holy
taking
deity.
I don't see any problem in taking advantage of the situation we're in.
Jesus Christ.
Hi, I'm Whisper. I'm a rogue.
But to them, I'm
say
a greater being.
no. Or I'm just a normal, just an adventurer.
So his head's still in the
Not
sand.
say anything.
Okay, what we say in the sand, are we talking about literally buried in the sand?
Wait, what?
You said his head is in the sand.
Okay, not buried in the sand, but
Okay.
he's got his head resting on the hot sand.
All
His
right, that
arms
makes
are
more
out.
sense now.
They're sort of in like a very like bowing position. All three of these guys in front of you are.
I meant like an ostrich, like literally sticking its head in the sand.
Close though, very close. So the guy has his head in the sand. He says, "We are not worthy. We are not worthy to have Her Majesty's people grace us with their presence."
Her. Do you mean the dragon?
Whose majesty?
All right, when you say the dragon, do you say that out loud?
Yes.
The older gentleman sort of brings his head up and looks at you. He's got a very he's just sort of looking at you, sort of trying to read you.
You know the great flying monster? Well, not really monster, more like great flying thing.
Wizard.
If this is a test, I'm sorry I do not know the answer.
How do you know who we are? Or do you know who we are?
You must be one of her leaders. Please, we do not have any more to give.
Did you pick up a foppishly dressed man?
We knew he was one of yours. We've healed him. He is resting in our tent.
Can you please take us to him?
All right. The older gentleman shimmies on the ground with great skill and just still has his head to the ground, his hands out, and he begins to walk with his knees while staying in position.
You guys
You
don't...
can stand up.
You can stand up and, go
Give you
about your
permission
business.
to.
We do not dare to go against her wishes.
If you prefer to do it that way, I'm not going to stop you. You don't have to.
I promise we won't tell.
He continues on. He just completely ignores the couple things you said about him standing up.
Okay.
All right. He maneuvers into the sand to one of the larger tents, and he sort of he opens it up very awkwardly with his arm still out. Inside, you see two, a dragonborn woman and an orc man. They turn immediately as they see you, drop to their knees in the same position. On a table there, or not a table, like a bed, a cot, more of a cot, is laying Ferdinand. He appears to be sleeping.
Okay.
Agatha, go take a look at him, I guess.
Yeah, Agatha's gonna go take a look and see how he's doing.
All right, he's just sleeping. He looks fine. The dragonborn female says to you, "We've healed him with our magics, oh great ones. We hope her Majesty is pleased."
I'm sure she will be. Leave us for a moment to attend to him ourselves.
All right, they do the same thing the old man did, but they're not as skilled as him. Then they awkwardly make their way out. You guys are alone with Ferdinand in this tent.
Ha Can we wake him up?
All right, yeah, you slap him a little bit. You wake up.
Z, here's his internet rem.
What?
Oh.
Where the hell are
You
we?
awake.
Okay.
Is my halberd in sight?
Yes. They cleaned your clothes, surprisingly, and they have your halberd resting right next to you.
Is my backpack in sight?
Your backpack is also in sight.
Good, I will go to it.
All right.
I will pull out the flag of the Hachette and begin it to tie it to my halberd, paying no attention to anything else that is happening.
All right.
Huh.
Bayless is going to take a peek outside the tent flap.
All right. Outside the tent flap, you still see the old man with his head buried in the sand.
He's just waiting for me there.
He is just waiting.
Sure.
His two guards, what you assume to be guards, are also with him now. Also, head down.
Where are we?
That's a good question. We're
Middle
in
of the desert.
desert. Yeah.
We have no idea where.
We're west of the Dragon Pass or whatever, correct? So
I
we're
would
like in-
assume so.
Yeah.
That is correct. You guys do know that you are definitely way past the Dragon Pass.
Cool.
And the Dragon Mountains, or whatever the hell I called it.
And we are in a nomad camp. So that's pretty cool. And apparently we're like demigods to them or something.
Would they think we're in the service of some she? Whoever that she might be. We don't know if it's the dragon or not.
Did you try asking them?
We did. The answer was vague.
Alright, I will try asking them. And I will not lie about my oaths of loyalty. Ferdinand, did Ferdinand get any benefits from a short rest?
You got the
Or am I
benefits of a
still-
long rest.
A long rest? Oh!
You were healed totally and completely. Nice.
Rimdor's gonna still stay in the tent because he can't see very well. He's gonna still try to get his eyes to work better again.
Maybe we can ask these nice people to help you with your eyes.
I suppose.
I mean, they spend a lot of time with sand. I'm sure they have experienced this problem before.
You people know a lot about sand.
Oh, it's just sand. This is nothing new. You're just gonna have to
I don't
tough
know
it
what
out.
sand is. We don't have that where I'm from.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Ferdinand departs from the tent. Who are you people?
Is this a test? I'm sorry. but-
No. This is no test. I am not who you think I am. I don't know about them, but I am not who you think I am.
Well, we don't know who they think we are, so, you know.
Who are you people?
I am Aziz, and this is the town of Menri.
Alright. Who is your queen lady that you keep on talking about?
At this point, he sort of lifts his head a little bit and is now looking up at you.
You may stand on your feet. I am your equal, not your better.
He stands up. His two guards still are staying down. He gives you sort of more of a half bow, and he still keeps his head down. We do not speak her name.
Very well.
Can she
Is she
fly?
a god?
She rules the nomads with an iron fist.
What
I
makes you
Take
think
then
she
you are
sent
not
us?
exactly fond of her.
You both talk at the same time. I don't know who to answer. Whisper, you go first.
What makes you think she sent us here?
You are armed to the teeth. You look dangerous, and you have this aura around you that smells like danger.
Well, we just came from a battle, so
It's probably the blood, yeah.
Red Skull, what did you ask before?
I take it that you are not fond of her then.
When you say that, he drops to his knees, puts his arms down again. She is our mistress, and we shall love her forever.
Very well. Which way to her, I presume, citadel?
We do not know. She is like us, a nomadic.
I see. That makes things difficult. Do you happen to have a map of this region? Or at least know where we are in accordance with the rest of Izal?
What is Azal?
Izal is this continent.
Have any of your
You-
people
you-
ever been east of the mountains?
No nomads dare to brave the mountains.
Well, we're from the east of the mountains. There's a couple cities there.
This old man who is already palish just goes another shade of pale when you say you are from east of the mountains.
Yes, this is very interesting to us too. Nobody's ever been west of the Dragon's Pass Mountains before. I guess this is a first for both of us.
We must alert the mistress.
No, that's
Very,
okay.
very well. Lead us to her. We'll talk to her ourselves.
Ferdinand,
Yes.
we don't really know anything about this mistress. It might not be a good idea to...
No, we don't know anything about this mistress, but this mistress seems to be the person in charge, so therefore, if we want to get back home, we should
Well-
maybe talk to her.
I feel like if we want to get back home, we just go east rather than,
Go through the Dragon's Pass Mountains where no one has ever ventured westward and lived to tell the tale. Are you a master mountaineer and rock climber?
No.
Any of you?
No.
My boots
Then
help
I
me out
see,
with that
I
out quite a lot,
see
actually.
no reason why any of us would survive the journey.
Slippers and spider climbing would help me.
Also, we're looking for, well, whatever this big glass thing is going to lead us to.
Well, I don't care about that. I care about getting home.
Okay.
And not being stuck in a desert forever. I presume you do as well.
But yeah, but we
Or
can't,
maybe you don't.
we can't assume, like, Nomad Leader Lady is going to be helpful in that regard.
No, we can't. Does she visit you often? Ferdinand asked the old man.
She comes to collect taxes
When?
monthly.
When's the next tax?
25 days.
Are there any other settlements around? You seem like a mobile group of people, but there surely are others.
We do not know the location of the others, but there are other cities like us. Her Majesty keeps us keeps us in the dust about information, so we cannot work together to overthrow her.
I see what you did there. Are you people staying here long, or are you going to be moving out soon?
We move in 3 days.
Where are you going?
We will be heading west towards the next oasis.
Is there anyone here who is an agent of hers? Or someone who works for her, directly or not?
I am the closest that works with her, being the town elder. But we can summon her agents very quickly.
Do they get angry when you do this?
They reward us if we call her services for something that is important to her. If we falsely call her, she will kill many of us.
I imagine first contact with those who live east of the mountains is important, is it not?
That is why I must signal her.
This sounds like a bad idea.
Very well. Do as you please.
Alright, he runs off.
Ferdinand goes back to the tent and polishes his halberd.
Everybody else, what are you doing?
We can help Bridger get the sand out of the
So I'm just kind of hanging out, just like wishing I could see.
Alright, one of the medics comes back in and helps Brimjar wash out the sand. You can definitely see again.
Lovely. I thank the man graciously.
Alright, so beyond that, what do you guys decide to do?
I don't really know, because it's kind of a waiting game right now.
Well, we could ask them if they have any tips for Brimjar and wearing armor in the desert.
I can just not wear armor. It's pretty
do
easy.
it.
Yeah. What would my AC go down by? What, like 3 or 4?
A
I think?
lot.
Yeah. an annoying amount.
I guess I'm gonna look around the city. Then look for any thieves can't symbols or language. Writing, not language.
I think we should go search for more supplies too. Like, see if we can get more water skins or something. Because I've wasted my own. Or
Yeah,
some
let's do
of my own,
that.
at least.
All right, so your gracious hosts fill up your water skins for free.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
You guys, those of you wanting to walk around the town, you begin to walk around. It seems like the town was notified that you guys aren't part of her, I guess, posse. So people start coming out of tents, and as you guys are walking around, you guys are getting stared at. What's weird is that you notice pretty much almost every kind of race here, beyond more of the exotics. Pretty much anything from the player's handbook you guys see here, and they're all sort of intermingling, and it's very accepting culture. They don't really care what you look like or who you are, what race you are. As you guys walk around, you stumble upon the town elder as he begins to ignite smoke or ignite some brush and starts sending up signals and smoke.
Well, they're probably summoning their people.
Is it very loud, or is it just lighting smoke?
He's just lighting smoke.
Alright, then Ferdinand will not notice.
Does it look like smoke signals, or?
Yes, it's 100% smoke signals.
Okay, yep. They're summoning her. Or her agents.
So, Aziz, have your people always been nomads, or?
No, we used to be farmers until the Great Drought. Not many people will remember that. Me being the oldest, I'm dedicated in memorizing the history of our lands.
How long ago was the Great Drought?
250 years ago.
That's a long time.
What you see around you is pretty much used to be lush land.
What happened in the Great Drought? Was there like something that caused it, or it just kind of happened?
Many rumors say that a great genie cursed our lands.
Oh, that doesn't sound nice. When did this mistress of yours show up?
She's been around since the Great Drought.
Oh. That sounds convenient. So you just kind of go from oasis to oasis?
Where we go is primarily water. We breed animals to sustain our way of life.
Why don't you leave the desert?
We can't.
Is it just like desert until the mountains and then endlessly all the way west?
From what we know, entire nomadic towns and cities and tribes have disappeared attempting to escape.
Well, maybe they did escape, and that's why they didn't come back.
But how do we know?
It's a good question.
But now, ever since the mistress has taken control, no one can escape.
Does she punish you if you try?
Yes.
She
That
sounds
is why we assume we never hear back from anybody who has decided to try and brave the deserts around us.
She sounds very powerful.
She wields unimaginable power.
Is she a magic wielder, or what is the source of her power? Do you know?
We are not even allowed to look at her as she enters our camp.
I see. Are there any rumors about what she's like?
Ruthless, cold, powerful. Makes towns, cities disappear. The
Is she
dragons. Oop, go ahead.
Is she a small Asian woman?
I do not understand that question.
Does she have gems in her eyes?
Like I said, we are not allowed to look up at her for fear of death.
When was the last time you saw her?
I've never laid eyes upon her.
No, when was the last time she was here? Or among you?
A week ago. We lost a young child because he couldn't keep still.
You know, if you all looked at her at once, I doubt she would kill all of you, otherwise she wouldn't get any taxes from you. It seems very straightforward.
That seems like a really bad idea. Also, it seems like a really bad idea for us to be here when she shows up.
Well, she wasn't showing up. One of her agents was. I believe that's what the old man says.
Well, yeah, but what if he decides to bring her along?
I doubt it.
What's gonna happen when one of her agents come here?
Well, we talk to him. See if he knows a way to get us back east of the Dragon Mountains.
Why would
Maybe
he be so
share
willing
some-
to do that with us?
Maybe share some information about the outside world.
I have a feeling this
Maybe
person
not.
is not going to be as
Hope-
cooperative as that.
Hopefully it doesn't come to blows, but if it does, motions to Halberd.
Judging by how they tax this city, and they are very fearful of her, I doubt they're going to treat us with any respect either.
These people don't look like soldiers or warriors. How strong can this person be?
I don't know, looks can be deceiving.
This is quite true.
I mean, this was before you were with us, but we did, there was a little old lady we had to fight, and she was quite terrifying.
I take it, Madame Ling. Yes, I am quite familiar with her.
Yes.
And her pirate activities.
Fortunately, she's dead now, so.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be good to report to the Queen. Assuming she hasn't already been informed.
Aziz drops to his knees and puts out his arms and head to the ground. They're here!
I assume, yes.
Off in the distance, you see 3 creatures in the sky.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, joy.
It's not a surprise that they can fly.
What
Agatha's
direction are
gonna-
they coming from?
Northwest.
Agatha's gonna try and see what they are. Or what they look like.
Alright, go ahead and roll perception check.
Oh,
And before Evil Pegasus Part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, yes.
That's net one number 2.
What did we mistake the Pegasus for?
A unicorn.
A unicorn.
Everyone except Mordai, and you people wouldn't believe him.
I also thought when I thought the demons were angels when we were in the
Yes.
alternate universe. That was a good one.
Alright. Agatha, you attempt to look up, and poof! Fucking sand right in your face.
Oh, God.
If only you learned from Brimjar.
I'll give it a shot. I
Wait,
can
does
usually see
Ferdinand
things pretty well.
Does Ferdinand have, like, proficiency in not being blinded by sand because he spent a lot of time in the desert and
I'll say that's
So-
fine.
So when I inevitably roll a perception check that's a nat 1, I won't be blinded by sand.
You won't be blinded by sand. I'll allow that. Nice little perk of your character there. Good backstory. All right, Whisper. You see 3 winged creatures and 3 riders of those winged creatures.
Okay. I rolled 11, so yeah.
You point them out to the group, and the only one who can't see them is Agatha right now, because she is rubbing her eyes.
Do I have my chain shirt armor on?
Sure.
Okay.
These 3 creatures and riders begin to approach, and as they approach, they look bigger and bigger and bigger.
Talking like giant size big, or just big?
Yeah, just large.
Okay.
It's like an airplane off in the distance, getting closer. It looks bigger. It looks smaller when it's farther away.
Agatha tries to clean her eyes out.
Make a medicine check.
Oh, God damn it.
Nope.
We just can't roll tonight.
Alright, at this point, everybody has dispersed back into their tents, except for Aziz and his 2 guards. Or what you can assume are guards.
Is this just going to be the running meme of the season? Or you can dare assume they are guards. Every single guard.
You never know. You just never know. 2 armed men, which I could always say that all the time, too.
Ugh.
That can mean anything. All right.
Well, I mean, wouldn't every man be armed if he has an arm?
Possibly. If he has legs, he can still use them as weapons. Do they count as arms? Think about
Makes
that.
me think.
These creatures land a little bit outside and begin to walk with the riders on top. These creatures are winged and have 2 legs and a spiked tail.
Do they look like dragons?
They look similar, but have extreme differences from dragons.
Worms?
Wyvern? Wormjar wouldn't know, but I'm gonna assume.
Wyverns have no forelegs.
Yeah, they just have
forelegs
2
are
legs.
in their wings.
Yeah.
They look terrifying. That is all Ferdinand knows.
Yes, that is true.
Definitely not a Pegasus. He's seen those before.
It is not a Pegasus.
What do the people who just got off or are still on them look like?
They are still on them. They are wearing very bright colored robes and
Ooh.
pretty much the same outfit or same like head scarf that you guys described earlier. It's like Prince Ali from fucking Aladdin. They're wearing very grand robes. Their weapons are encrusted with gold and diamonds. And now that you see that these creatures that they are riding are what's the thing that a horse wears? Harness?
Bridle.
Saddle.
Saddle,
Right.
thank you. Their saddles are very grand.
Ferdinand removes his hat and does a deep bow.
Alright. 2 of them approach you guys as a group. And the 3rd whacks over a tent. And the guy on top starts laughing as the people inside just bow as the tent sort of just lands on him. The one that knocks over the tent, its creature lets out a loud shriek.
Are they close to us?
They are closing in on you. They walked their creatures down the hill.
Okay.
So they're approaching you. They stop about 40 feet away from you guys, and the one a tad bit closer yells out, "Who are you that does not bow in front of Her Majesty's loyal servants?
Greetings. I am.
And to the ground, knave!"
No,
He draws his weapon.
that is not a good idea. I wish only to talk.
Then bow your head to the sand.
I bowed plenty. I bowed more than I would
Head
bow
to
to my
the
queen.
sand! Now!
No.
He draws another weapon.
Is it the same kind of weapon? Are they both
Same
swords?
kind of
or...
weapon. They are both swords.
Okay.
Scimitars.
I can see why you don't like these people. Ferdinand says to the old man, if he's still in range.
At this point, the old man has, stayed bowed to the ground and did his movement, backwards. You just see his tracks in the sand, and you know exactly where he is, but he's behind a tent.
Scuttle away like a
His
crab.
two guards are also in different locations, but you know exactly where they're at because they're tracks in the sand.
Grimjar is going to bow his head, but not down to the sand. He's just gonna look at the sand, standing up.
Just gonna stand with my arms crossed.
Final warning! Knees down, head to the sand.
Or what? I'm merely saying hello.
Obviously, they're going to attack us.
All right, the tent to your right. He aims his sword at it. Lightning bolt.
Choose to attack your own people instead of the ones not following your orders. It's pitiful.
His other sword he aims at firebolts a different tent, and the tent lights up on fire.
It seems quite pointless and destructive.
People start screaming from inside the tents.
Don't hurt these people. We didn't bring this on them.
At this point, the third one comes up with a person inside the mouth of the creature. This person is screaming inside the jaws.
Well, we have two choices here. We either fight them or we bow. That's my perception.
I don't want to fight. I'm still a bit banged up.
I
So,
am no slave.
I don't want to bow either, to be honest.
I have a feeling that Ferdinand at least is not going to bow, so guess it's going to be
I-
a fight.
Peleus is going to try to force Ferdinand down to the ground.
Oh, that's not going to end well.
Well, I don't want us to get killed.
Well, I don't either.
I
Can we
would
get
say-
a sneak attack and kick his knee out?
You're gonna try and shell him?
Um,
I guess it counts as a shove. So
yeah, that'd be a shove, I think.
yeah. I'll allow it. Go ahead and roll stealth check first. What's your passive perception, Ferdinand?
Not good.
Well, that doesn't matter.
Higher than that, but not by much.
Oh my god!
That's numero 3.
Oh my
Jesus.
god! This group.
Can I just fall
Starting
into him and take us both down?
Oh wait, I was looking at my intelligence. My passive perception is 10.
Really?
Yes.
God damn, that's low.
And well, I had 2 dump stats, and I'm a fighter. So where do you think I put them?
Wisdom?
And intelligence.
And that's why we're in this situation.
Alright, so Peleus, you try to be sneaky. Sorry. This is just so bad. Why? How do you guys keep rolling that one? I don't even know if that's fucking... Oh my god. Mathematical probability of this is hilarious. Alright, You begin to walk forward, and you pretty much trip and fall to your knees, face first in the sand with your arms out. So it looks like Peleus is completely playing along.
got sand in my mouth.
You all right there?
I mean, we're all about to die, so yeah, sure, I guess.
Always the pessimist.
Peleus will roll up on his side and prop his head up on one elbow and give Ferdinand a look. I'm just saying, he just shot a lightning bolt out of his sword.
And
Can you shoot lightning bolts out of your halberd?
no, but if he wanted to kill us, we'd already have shot a lightning bolt at us. He obviously wants to intimidate us. Therefore, he
Sure.
fears us.
I don't think that's...
I don't really think that's true.
Yeah. Let me go with the big fat no on there, Chief.
If they were so absolutely angered by us and thought they could kill us, they would have attacked us already.
Alright, the person that's in the third monster's mouth, the monster just starts to shred him to pieces by shaking its head back and forth like a dog. And just spraying blood all over you guys.
Oh, goddamn. Agatha bows down. Just to try and get him to stop.
You're very popular with the locals, I can see.
You do not bow down. Why?
Because why should I bow down? You are not my lord.
You are weak, you must bow.
And what would bowing do?
Respect those that are strong.
I do respect those that are strong.
And yet you do not bow.
If
I
we
am
bow,
not a
that just make us look
slave
weaker.
to those who are strong, however.
Alright, say that again, both of you separate.
Sorry. You can go first, let's go.
I am not a slave to those who are strong, as those in front of you, those
Yes.
around us are.
I said if we bowed, it'd just make us look weaker.
That is the point now, bow.
But we are not weak.
He ignites another tent on fire.
Killing your
Why
own
are
people who
you
give you money
attacking-
is not doing anything to us.
You think one town's money is going to cause us issues?
Why
but
are you
you
attacking?
God damn it, you guys! Stop letting these people kill innocents.
Well, I don't see you doing anything to stop it.
I'm trying to placate them so they stop.
Appeasement never works, okay? I think we all learned this, or at least Poland did.
Playing the Polish card, nice.
Yes, I will.
Well, if you're gonna take your actions on your own, then I expect you to do it, but, you know, make a decision, but please stop these people from killing their, you know, these innocents.
Do the riders look like they're wearing armor?
Yes. You see glimmers of metal underneath their cloaks and their.
Any idea what type at this range or too far?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
All right. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Try.
it's metal. That's all you know.
Yeah.
I try to see their armor.
Sure.
Giant winged creatures are a bit distracting.
Exactly. All right. It definitely. You believe it's some kind of heavy armor. It looks like plate, but it doesn't look like plate.
Looks like plate, but it's
Lamellar?
not plate.
Well, what I'm trying to get at, it looks as strong as plate, but there's something weird about it that looks like it can handle being in heat.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I see what you mean.
Yeah, sorry. It's hard to describe what's in my head right now because it's you guys.
It's
you
native
see
to
it.
the region we're in.
Correct.
We wouldn't really know what it is.
It's the soy milk of plate mail. I like how Zoko put it.
Hmm.
Thinking.
Soy milk of plate. I just want to fight him to get this going because my character doesn't want to bow down either.
Well, if you're interested in a fight so much, why don't you shoot them?
Because you're the
Are
one
you-
antagonizing them.
You're gonna back
I'm
me up?
not. Not at
That
this
is a lie.
range.
You. As in,
Not at this range. Not with 3 monsters right around. Don't know what the other 2 can do.
As I hurriedly set up a page so you guys can see.
I'd fight them if you guys are gonna back me up in the combat.
Well, yeah, if we start fighting, I'll fight. I'm just saying, I have literally 1 spell slot left, so
I don't
I
think
have
I have
literally
any
one
left.
spell slot left.
I have literally no spell slots left.
You don't have spell slots.
Exactly.
Grimjar, why do you have an aura?
Aura protection.
Defensive
Oh,
aura.
okay.
Because I have to remember aura protection.
Yeah.
But did we remember wild magic?
I sure hope
Yes.
You do now.
Too bad nothing happens. Oh wait,
It's
wrong
proc aura
character.
protection now, just cause.
Nothing happened.
I'll get down on one knee. And I'll bow.
Guess I will follow suit. I'm not quite sure how to act.
You can't see anything.
What?
Said you can't see anything.
No, they cleared my eyes.
I know, I'm joking.
That was a really bad joke then, oh my goodness.
I was also thinking back to when my muscles were too big to fight.
Follow your friends and bow.
Dismount from your monster and meet me eye to eye, and I will. I have no intention of murder today, but you quite obviously do.
Alright, he blasts another tent.
Why do they insist on killing innocents when they could just attack me themselves?
Why don't you ask him?
Ferdinand asks to no one in particular.
Because we see that it bothers your friends.
I just met these people.
He blasts another tent. I will add more tents, by the way. Don't fucking keep me going. There is shit off screen right now that is not on fire.
Not yet.
The warm air is now hotter than usual because you guys are now standing by open flames as people are screaming from inside their tents.
Should
Are
probably.
they trying to get out, or are they just staying in there?
Well, they're trying to get out,
Okay.
but the moment they see the people on the Wyvern, they drop down and yeah, they stay real close to the fire, so their skins are sizzling. He is staring at you.
Ferdinand is not wavering.
Neither are these Wyverns.
Hmm.
See what I did there?
I do see what you did there.
Agatha casts suggestion on Ferdinand. Tells him just to get them to stop killing people. Bow down.
All right. Ferdinand, go ahead and roll a wisdom save.
Damn it!
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Well, if you insist so. Ferdinand pulls out his hand crossbow and levels it at one of the riders.
I guess if that's what we're gonna go in the direction of, I'm gonna stand up and I'll draw my bow.
I don't wish to fight you.
He says while pointing a weapon at them.
Well, Agatha told me to do it.
And the only one of us who's not bowing. Or rather, I'm reclining on the ground, but still.
Do they react in any way, shape, or form?
No, they're just like you, steadfast.
Yes, yes, it was.
Yes, now I have like one spell, and that's our only spell.
I have cantrips, or I could blow them with the.
Whoa.
Just blows that into their eyes, right?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Lewd.
Here we go. That'll work.
Oh, there's a dude. Or is that a dudette? I don't know.
I don't know either. Let's just go with both.
Alright.
I guess it's gonna be a fight then.
Ferdinand pulls the trigger
Alright, roll initiative.
and misses horribly.
Yeah. The guy doesn't even blink. Your crossbow bolt misses. Actually, don't roll initiative yet.
That was a
Okay.
warning shot.
Well, I did say I stood back up and I drew my bow as well.
Alright, go ahead and roll initiative. Agatha already got yours. Oh, I'm gonna need dice tonight. Interesting.
Do you plan on us not having any combat for this session?
No, I just wasn't expecting any dice. Oh, that's not good for you guys.
Great.
I do believe Earl has a higher dexterity mod than me, so.
All right. So, when you let loose your arrow or your bolt, the man on the creature doesn't even blink. And like a tactical SWAT team, all three creatures break off into the air. And he is... God, where the fuck's that button at? There it is. He's 20 feet in the air. This creature goes up and is 80 feet in the air. God, fuck me. And this creature will also go over here and do the same thing. It'll be 20 feet in the air. Man, roll 20 is not playing nice tonight. All right.
Feel our pain.
The people are still on their mounts then?
Yes, they are on their mounts. And
Okay.
I'm going to double check. Yep. All right. And said people. First two guys, the one that's up north and the one that is south. This guy is not 80 feet up in the air. He's 20 feet up in the air. Much better. Those two guys will pull out crossbows. And fire down at Ferdinand. Does a 15 against AC hit?
Unfortunately, it does.
Really? You will take...
Ball wouldn't be pretty useful here, because you can probably just knock them off with it. They'll fall.
7 piercing damage. And the other one is another 15 against AC. You will take 10 damage.
I don't have a very high AC.
And the guy, this one here, I'm going to actually throw a tint onto him so I remember. Yeah, he's the blue guy. Part of the Blue Man group.
I have a giant rack of PVC pipes on his with him.
Yep. And from those PVC pipes, he creates a giant ball of fire and throws it dead center of you guys.
Oh, wonderful.
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
All of us are.
I'm going to say I think it's all of you.
What are these rolls?
I mean, I can make dexterity saving rolls, so I'm fine.
Fine, you take half damage from a fireball.
I mean, it's like 66 or 68 or 86 or something like that.
That's a very wide range.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't have the spell. I never had the spell. I've never
28
used the spell.
damage. Those of you who saved are the ones who think they saved. And it hits you all.
What?
What?
So did we save?
Yeah, so Agatha, Athos, and Peleus, you guys saved.
That's half damage.
Half damage, correct. And I think Whisper can half that again.
Yeah.
Which brings you, Whisper takes 7, 14 to the rest of you, and
Wish I had
28,
evasion right now.
28 to Ferdinand and Brimjar.
Uh-oh.
All right, Brimjar, it's your turn.
It's that time. I'm gonna have
Before we start
Jack-
actually
what?
attacking things, do we want to try to target their mounts or the people on the mounts?
I don't think we're going to get enough turns to make it matter, but target
Yeah.
I guess.
That's what I was thinking. So I'm gonna take out a Jabby. I'm going to attempt to throw it at the one in the north. Wow, it's
Oh
nothing.
man.
Holy fuck!
This is amazing.
Comical.
This is number 4.
This is like 5 or 6. I'm pretty sure. I'll go.
No,
I'll
no,
go through
no.
them
This
again.
is 4.
This is hilarious. All right, you go to pull out a javelin, and you pull it out, and in one motion you get to throw it, and just sand kicks up and just diverts it off, and it just goes and it hits the sand and it goes into the sand. You don't even see the javelin anymore.
Lovely. I'm gonna end my turn there because no, it's bad. Yeah, that's all I got. I can't heal, so
All right, Helios.
I'm going to stand up, I guess.
All right.
And I'm going to...
Oh yeah, it is number 5. Look at that. Wow.
take a shot at the one to the north, I guess.
All right. All right, that hits.
Now, question. Does his rider count as a separate creature that I can use Hordebreaker on?
I believe it does. Yeah, it's a separate creature.
Okay. Then I'd like to use Hordebreaker on him, and then take a second shot at the mount.
All right. Neither of those hit their targets. Your arrows just sort of go off into the desert.
And... then I think I'm good.
All right, Ferdinand, you're up.
I will second wind.
All right. Ooh. Nice, max heal.
What's Oh, hey, it was.
Beats the shit out of a nat 1.
Yeah. And then give me a second. All right. Ferdinand will throw a javelin at the creature.
All right. Let's get these nat 1s going.
Ah, fuck.
All right, the creature air dodges out of the way. Does a barrel roll.
Ferdinand
rider
will
on.
throw a second javelin. What the actual fuck?
Creature does a barrel roll the other way. Like skillful air dodges.
Why can't we hit things?
Skull, you have to remember that you were the one who did this.
Hey, I'm not the one in charge of the dice, okay?
No, you're the one who did this. This is your fault.
It's all your fault, Red Skull.
Surprisingly, I'm not sorry.
All right, is that end your turn?
Yep.
All right. Athos, it is your turn.
I too will try and make a attack at the mount with my short bow.
All right.
And miss. These tents are all burned down, right?
They're
Or
mostly
these-
burned down, or they're in the middle of burning.
Okay. I'm gonna move, like, over there.
All right.
Looks good. Away from the radius of a fireball.
Smart. Agatha, you're up.
Agatha is going to take out the surprisingly useful Fan of Gust of Wind and
Ooh!
attempt to blast the one to the north with sand from the wind.
Ooh, I like it.
Here I have the
I
thing.
like it. Yeah, hit the button so I know what
Just
the fucking
knock them off the mount, that would be cool.
Well, that's also a possible effect. Hopefully.
All right. So it's on his turn, so it's going through him, right?
Yeah.
All right. Just sand and dust is just kicked up everywhere from this heavy wind. You see the rider sort of covering his eyes, and the Waverin is just also sort of shaking its head as the gust is getting in his eyes. Is that your turn, Agatha? Would you like to move?
Agatha is going to move within Brimjar's aura. And that's all I can do.
All right. So I will start with the strength save. The Waverin succeeds. The Waverin succeeds because he rolled a 19. I don't know what the save is. What's the save on that, Agatha?
I don't.
Strength save against what? What's your spell save?
My spell slave is.
Ooh.
I don't remember.
Wouldn't it be the safer gust to win, though?
It's 19 for charisma, because that's what my spellcasting thing is.
Your spell save is 19 for charisma?
Wait, I can never remember what spell save is.
It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your modifier, spellcasting modifier.
Okay, so my mod is 4 plus my proficiency, which is 3.
15.
So, yeah, 15.
All right. The rider gets flung backwards 10 feet.
So he falls off.
He does fall off.
Sweet.
And he falls, so he'll take 20 feet. Oh, 3 damage. He's also laying on his ass.
If we do it to the guy who's 80 feet in the air, that'd be a lot worse.
That'd be 86, yep.
But I can't hit the guy with the thing.
That'd be the damage that fireball did to us.
Alright,
if you
the
could.
creature dives to the ground and lines up with Ferdinand.
Since a javelin is a one-handed weapon, would it be feasible that I had my halberd in the other?
Yeah.
Alright, then it would also be feasible that I get an opportunity attack because of Polearm Master.
Yep.
Okay, then. What the fuck? It keeps getting worse!
Your halberd just sort of bounces off the scaly nature of this creature's skin. The
That
others
is concerning.
will move. Yeah, that's good. And Ferdinand. This creature is going to try and bite you. Does a oh shit 23 against AC hit you.
Oh yes, that most definitely hits.
You take 6, 7, 8, 12 piercing damage.
Ouch. That
And
really
it-
fucking hurts.
Brings around its tail to attack you, but that is a 10, so that does not hit you.
Oh.
All right. The riders. This guy back here stands up. Feels that his legs are stuck in sand. He's going to take a shot at Agatha since you can't really see Ferdinand. Does a... No, 11 probably does not hit you.
Nope.
Athos! He doesn't like you running away, so he's going to shoot his crossbow at you. I don't think a 12 hits you.
Nope.
All right.
So it reminds me I should take the dodge action before I end my turn. It's a bonus action.
Yeah, that'll definitely help. And the final blue man.
Oh, wonderful.
He yells out, "Final chance, bow! Now or die!" So Brimjar's turn.
Brimjar's not quite ready to die, so he's gonna do the bow. He's gonna get down on his knees and touch his head to the sand. He's not ready for death.
Peleus.
Peleus will do it. He's going to keep his bow in his hand, though.
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand will drop to a knee with his halberd in one hand. He will make it his left hand, because that is not his dominant hand, and point his head towards the ground.
Athos.
I'll roll my eyes and I will kneel.
Agatha.
Agatha will bow. If we had been at full spell slots, we probably could have killed these guys, but...
Why is everything fucking flying, or giants, or overwhelming odds, or a ball of fire? Why can't I just fight normal people?
I mean, it'd probably be better to fight if you weren't rolling 11s.
Shut up!
10, 11, 11, 10.
5 nat 1s.
5 nat 1s. A 9 on a hand crossbow.
Fucking 1 on the jab. It's
Alright. You hear the guys sort of whistle with their hands. Ferdinand, the creature in front of you, takes a guarded stance. Looks like it's readying to strike you at any point. The other two creatures land on the ground. Yeah, let me grab both. There we go. All right.
You've proved you're superior. Can we just talk now?
The blue man tells his two friends to go round up the town. And they go and begin to round up the town. You hear them yelling and such. As usual, those who try to fight back against Her Majesty will end up with their heads in the sand. Even if you take a half bow, it has proven how weak you truly are. Now, at this point, do any of you decide to do something?
Something like what?
No.
Okay.
Do literally nothing in this situation.
So the other two guys round up.
Oh, they're yeah.
They round up sort of most of the camp here, and they have them lined up over here. Aziz is out front, the old man, still in his crouching position. He actually was like picked up by one of the guys, and he remained in that position the entire time he was picked up.
Impressive.
Very impressive. Very good core strength for an old man.
Peleus will turn away from the townspeople who are most definitely not about to be murdered.
The blue man hops off his mount and walks up to Aziz. Aziz, who are these people?
Oh, gracious and strong warriors. They are from east of the pass.
Alright, so those of you who aren't completely head in the sanded, you guys can see this this blue man. You can see his skin also goes like pasty pale white after Aziz tells him this.
See, I told you, we're just here to talk.
And the blue man starts laughing. Good to know that those east of the mountains are weak, pitiful, sad,
User left your channel.
so sad. Oh, the mistress will love this. She will reward us greatly. Now's the time for you to talk, speak. Why are you even here? You weak, pathetic fools.
Ferdinand looks up at him. We crashed and are trying to get back. I don't care about your desert kingdom or what you do to these people. That's your own prerogative.
You say that, yet your friends or colleagues or whatever you call them seem bothered by the way we do things in the West. And he sort of head nods to his buddy who decapitates one of the civilians.
Can't see it, didn't happen.
Yep.
I've seen my fair share of barbarians. You're all the same.
Did exactly what you would have commanded them to do. Why are you punishing them? When we arrived, they summoned you. And they told you the truth when you asked.
The Waverns were hungry. Is there no other reason just to feed that that's loyal to you?
But these people were loyal to you.
These people are nothing to us. All they are is blood in the sand. Weak. Miserable. Am I wrong in saying that the strong shall rule the weak how they will?
The weak will find power if the strong rule them like you do.
Oh, really? He snaps his fingers. The guy decapitates another civilian.
Now just get on with whatever you're doing. Either kill us or the lot of them, or imprison us, or whatever you're going to do. We're just wasting time here.
Wasting time? This is a party! Are you not enjoying this?
Oh, I love to fight, but not against some pseudo-dragon or whatever this thing is. Not against cowards who hide in the sky. No, I'll fight someone man-to-man on the ground. With my halberd against his sword, or whatever else someone chooses as their weapon.
That is a fantastic idea. He sort of whistles, and his creature moves back. Stand, stand! Please! Let us see your skill, then!
Ah, but you see, you already have me at a disadvantage.
How is that?
For I am injured. Greatly. How could you possibly prove that you are superior to me when I am already handicapped?
He opens up a pouch on sort of his side sash, and he throws you a potion.
Ferdinand bows his head. And with a slight grin, stands up and takes the potion.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Oh, he doesn't drink it. First he opens it and smells it. Does it smell poisonous at all?
Make a medicine check. No, it does not. It smells fruity and delicious.
Alright, he will drink it.
Alright. Go ahead and roll 10d4 plus 20. You are healed 40 points.
I'm at max HP now. Incredible.
How many freaking... Oh, here, that's the D4s. Like, whoa.
Yeah, you feel ultra refreshed.
Ferdinand practices swinging his halberd in front of him.
Good, good, I can tell you're skilled. Now let's see how this will go. He grabs one of the civilians, hands him a sword, and pushes him forward in front of you.
No, that's not quite fair. You should have kept me injured if I was going to fight one of them.
But you were complaining about being at a disadvantage. Now you have a chance to prove yourself.
Ah, but you see, I wanted to fight you. Or one of your friends.
Me? One of my friends? These are my friends, as he waves his hands towards the people on the ground. You know what? How about this? I will give you a wonderful chance here.
Oh,
I
what's
count
that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Just 5 of you. I count, let's say around 30 people here right now. There's probably more in the tents that we didn't find, but that's okay. I will give, and he picks 5 people from the group of civilians that look strong and healthy, and he arms them with swords. If you can beat, and he points at you, Ferdinand, these 5, you and your friends will walk out of here alive. And then he points and talks to the civilians. If you 5 kill him and then execute his friends, your town survives. And that is where we will end tonight.
Ah!
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.